Alright kiddos, today we're testing out a product from Makeup Revolution. It's going to be their liquid eyeliner. It was only $9. It claims it is waterproof. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. Yeah, it's a pretty neat little gadget, being that it's just like a little, triangle wand and a little pot that you stick it in. So we'll see if it works. It claims to be waterproof and totally badass. And for the price point, hell yeah. So let me smash off camera and get my face together and my foundation on and all that, and then we'll try this bad boy out. To be continued. Alrighty, ladies and germs, I have unboxed her, and she looks like this. So, let's see what the little tip looks like, the brush. Okay, it's your typical wand. Okay, she's real sharp, so it's gonna be cool. I hope it works. Let's see. I'm going to be using my little Simple Human mirror so I can get a close-up so I can see what's going on. So you tell me what you think. I personally am an old school champ at some eyeliner like this, but for the people who aren't, I'm going to show you a technique that is amazing for when you want to do a cat eye but you don't have either the time to do it precisely, or you're not so good at it, like you have a shaky hand or whatever. So I'm going to show you the Scotch tape trick that I use all the time. You just take a little piece out and you tap it on your face only on that spot you want to make the line. So like right here is where you want to put the pressure on it to make sure the tape is sticking, not the whole piece of tape. And my mirror lights up, so you'll see some light from the mirror. Okay, tape on. Let's see how it works. Ooh, she's real liquidy. Okay, take the tape off quickly before it gets under the tape. And the rest you can do by hand, because the line is done. Ooh, the brush is very stiff. It's not smooth like I know some people that like to use the e.l.f. Liquid eyeliner that looks like this. It feels nothing like that. It's very stiff and very liquid, so it's not very thick. So it may run if in fact you have creping around the eyes, or if you have hooded eyes, you may want to watch out because this may run into your crease very easily, being that it's so like fluid in its consistency. But it goes on extremely opaque, so even though it's very thin, it goes on very dark. So even though it's a thin formula, it's not a transparent formula, which is good because I find that happens quite a bit. It'll be super transparent if it's very liquidy. Ooh, she's a stiff brush, honey. So I'm worried about putting any pressure because I don't want it to drag on my eyelid. So I'm just tapping and scooting along. Okay, so she's really wet. She doesn't dry instantaneously, but then anything at this price point isn't going to do that. So you'll let her dry. So don't open your eye all the way after you first put it on, or else you will have black chunks of stuff all over the place because your eye folds, of course, it's an eyeball. So make sure she's dry. Ooh, she's taking a long time to dry, honey. Here, I'll fast forward this part. Okay, she's dry enough. So when she's dry, she's kind of stiff, like I can feel it tighten. It's tightened up, so I can kind of feel it a little tight. but it looks really good. Like, it's very opaque and I can't see any streak marks or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to try the other eye. And you saw me do this eye, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on pause, and the other eye will be done. To be continued. Okay, so I've got my other eye done, and I've noticed that as I'm putting on my eyelash primer before doing my mascara, that it has got in my eyelashes, which is completely normal for eyeliner, but because it's a waterproof formula, I'm guessing it's completely like hardened my eyelashes where it touched my lashes. So my tip there would be to try your damnedest to make sure it doesn't touch your lashes, because if you do, it's going to be real hard to get a nice natural spread to your lashes. But if you wear fake lashes, then F it, who cares? I mean, you're just going to glue them on anyway, so who cares? But if in fact you have lash extensions and you don't want to ruin those, or you don't want your natural lashes to look weird and clumpy on one end, then watch out, girl, because she's going to clump them up. I had to go through with a pin and separate them in order to get them to be unclumpy. Now I have noticed in, ooh, it's so crunchy over there. Ugh. Lord. I have noticed that it's very tight. So what that means is, like, when it dries, the formula itself will shrink and it will tighten your eyelid. Now I don't mind personally. That doesn't bother me a bit, because I've, you know, worn a shitload of makeup for a billion years and things like that don't bother me. But there's a lot of people out there that aren't everyday makeup wearers, or they get real annoyed when they can feel something on their face. So when it comes to that, yeah, I can feel it on my face. I can most definitely feel it there. But it's a $9 price point, honey. I mean, if you're paying $9 for something, you're going to expect it to feel a little cheap on your eye. It does feel a little cheap, but it's working. I mean, it looks amazing. Like, as far as comparatively speaking to like my black track from MAC or anything else that's like really expensive, like price point wise, it's working just as well, but it feels different and it makes your lashes get real crunchy, which is sad. But I mean, come on, honey, she's $20 less than the other one I mentioned. So you're going to expect some sort of difference in the formula, being that that's such a higher price point. So my review, my final thoughts, if you will, on, is it gonna work? There you go, Makeup Revolution eyeliner. It's waterproof, it's black. I didn't see that it came in any other colors other than black. And she gets a solid B+. I wouldn't say an A+, because clearly being able to feel it that much on your face and the crunching of your lashes get some points knocked off. But I wanted to review something that was, you know, of a good price point, that like people that don't like, that aren't makeup buffs, you know, like that don't really get into prestige makeup and aren't that person, they could still go out and find something fun and see if it works. So yeah, I'm saying B+. I wouldn't say A, because she's crunchy, honey. She's a crunchy girl. But I'm saying solid B. Yeah. So you guys judge for yourself. What do you think? Extreme close-up. So yeah, it tightens the lid, makes it feel like you know it's there, and it gets, if it gets in your lashes, those lashes are done, honey. I had to separate them with like a little needle to make sure that they were separated apart, and then it was a minute before I could really get the lash primer evenly on the lashes in order for them to look okay. So it's really, I guess, all about the wearer, on if they feel like they can deal with that and if that's okay with them. If so, then fuck yeah, you found a really good liner for $9. But if you're that person that gets really annoyed with being able to feel things on their face, or doesn't like to have to work around things like, oh, I'm gonna have to go overly anal with it because I don't want it to get in my lashes, then maybe it's not the liner for you. So I hope this review has helped you guys out there in the world, and I hope you come back and watch again and click like and subscribe and hang out for more reviews and awesome things like that. So until next time, darlings, peace.